Here we are at the beautiful 8th hole at Moray Golf Club. Fantastic par 4, dogleg left to right. We got the wispy grass, we got the heather, we got the gorse, we got these 3 beautiful pot bunkers you can see, and one in the far distance as well. You got a hit in the region, what I think is about a 3 would land in between them and try and stop short of that far bunker, because it's such a difficult bunker. This one is so deep and fiddly, you just got to hit out sideways, take your medicine and move on. I'm going to take you up there now for the second shot. Come with me. Well, I've just got over my 3 bunkers. I'm in position A. I can't complain. I'm down the left-hand side here. Perfect entry into this hole. Now I'm left with an absolute brutal second shot. As you can see, I got the green is facing me. I got the bunkers either side of the hole. I got an entrance on the left-hand side. Now I play with a big draw. Now if I came in with a big draw, there's more 9 times out of 10 I'm going to get a big bounce. It's going to fly all the way over that green, bringing all that gorse and heather. Now if I play a nice big high left to righter, I'm going to can spin it a little bit more, land it soft. If not, old school comes into play, nice little low one, like a big long chip and run left to right, and kind of scoot it up onto that green and hopefully get into it and make my par. But this hole is going to have some serious action come the final round.
Yeah, good shout, John, and let's see what Graham Clark's going to pick.
This is the one place you don't want to be. That right side totally blocks you out from the green, and obviously in a lie like that, there's only one place it's going to go, and that is left.
Now, you mentioned different ways into golf. This man had an interesting one. 17 years of age, left home, went to the David Ledbetter Academy in Florida and earned himself a scholarship to the University of Mississippi, so he'll be loving these warm conditions today.
How to doing there, partner? Love it. Now this is the 7th. Now back-to-back holes, 7 and 8. Really and honestly are the hardest holes on the golf course. An absolute great run of 2 holes that are pivotal in the region of, if you get pars on both of them, you are gaining shots on the field.
Yeah, some elements of this course are that tough. Graham Clark managed to claw back to 2 under after a couple of shockers on the front 9 so far. No, away it goes.
Well, that could be underneath the face as well, and I think he knows it. Not much green to work with that pin on the right hand side. Very tough. There we go, putting from way off the green. It's going to be a very common thing today. All these tight fringes, very hard to chip into. You know, you can get a lot of bounce off your chip, so keeping it on the floor is a good play.
A birdie here would be pretty handy, as you heard from John. Not quite, but Richard Profit will take a par away from 7. Back up on the tee, Will Roebuck still at 6 under. At the moment, John, nobody really making a move, but I think that's how we expected this last round to go.
Yeah, I mean, the front 9 is going to be fiddly for these guys. You know, like I said, the first false sense of security, the course gets harder and harder as it goes on. They got to adjust. 7 and 8 are very, very tough. We're going to see Graham try and play this shot. Not much green to work with. I mean, that was always going to happen, leaving himself about a 10-footer back. But he admitted defeat there. You know, took his medicine, made sure he got out. But this front 9 is pretty scary.
On the tee, Richard Profit. You quite like the 8th, don't you, John? Real tester.
I mean, this is an absolute brilliant hole. I mean, that sea is right there on the left-hand side, comes over the gorse bushes. A really, really tough hole. I mean, this is a horrible lie. Now, you've got to be strong here, get through it, and he has given it a right ride there. There's a tendency to go left with lies like that. And I tell you what, he hasn't done bad at all. I mean, a little bit down the left, he'll be happy with that. I mean, that is... got to be a strong lad. Pump the weights.
And then Clark. As I said, he's had a couple of shockers on the front 9, and I'm afraid that's the 3rd of them. That has put pay, I'm sure, to Graham Clark's challenge for today.
Now, perfect position in. What is he going to do? Is he going to hold one off, or is he going to draw it in? Oh, he's played with his normal shot, and that is a draw. Hopefully he hasn't kept out there, and it has. That's the tendency, that's what's going to happen. With that pin where it is, you need to be fading that ball straight into that pin, holding it up, and with a little bit of check.
Paul McKechnie alongside Daniel Wardrop. Really watching the rest of the field just fall away from them as they maintain their 8 under standards. Just dribbles away at the back.
I fear Daniel needs to put some pressure on. He needs to chuck in a massive good shot here. Get it close. Show his dominance in the round.
Well, I said they'd maintain their standards. I'm afraid Daniel Wardrop bogeying the 5th, so he's back to 7 under. That was a golden opportunity, you're right, John, to get inside the man that he's playing match play with, really.
He is. I mean, this is the only man that's kind of looking like he can endanger him. He's playing some good golf. Strong lad. I mean, I think, now look at this, right up against the face, kind of one leg out, nearly. It's been right up his left nostril. Big splash. He played that very well indeed. Very well.
The variety of shots that you have to use on this course. Fantastic to watch these pros attack it on this final round. McKechnie then just off the back.
I mean, it's brilliant, Simon. Honestly, this is what it's all about. Links golf, especially at Moray, it's got everything. I mean, really does. Can't emphasize enough, you know, the variety that you need, the difference, the spin, the way it reacts, the wind, the control, you name it, you got to have it.
Well done to Richard Profit. Seeing some very good work around the greens to save, but nobody really kicking on at the moment. Roebuck then.
This will be a great par. Come on.
Oh, no.
Oh. Heart bleeds for the man. He played that hole pretty good. I mean, got a bad lie on that rough off his drive, but unfortunately he didn't convert the par.
Yeah, drop shot for him. I can tell you, though, his playing partner, the man who's ambivalent about Marmite, managed to make par. And Daniel Wardrop, well, I think maybe John getting a bit frustrated with the way he's playing towards the turn.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he needs to turn things around. He needs to change the tide. Hopefully he can look out to sea and it changes for him.
Oh dear.
Oh, that made some weird bumps over there. Went forward, went backwards, went forward again. I don't know what kind of lie he might be in over there.
Lap of the gods for Daniel Gavins as Daniel Wardrop knocks that in. So far so good. McKechnie also making his part, but I think we've got a battle royale to develop there as this round goes on.
Yeah, I think he needs to flick the switch on it, and I think 7 and 8 is a good place to do it. And that's an absolute cracking peach of a 3-wood off the tee. I mean, with that pin placement short and right, it's going to be kind of dodgy. Hopefully he can play sensibly here.
Now then, Wardrop with a bit of ground to make up on McKechnie, giving this some airtime.
I'll tell you what,
That's special.
That was a record. That was in the air a long time. Great drive.
Sunny weather scorching the fairways around the UK at the moment.
Look how brown it is. Oh my goodness. We don't get really good summers, and we've having a cracker now finally. Stroke wise, so brown. Oh my goodness.
Beautiful greens though. Oh, look at this. Well, wee bit of luck here for Gavins.
I tell you what, I'd have played it off that lie.
Yeah, we know you would. You and Sevi, but not many other people.
Hopefully he drops it in a nice lie. Fingers crossed. Right, can Daniel deliver the peach? Come on.
It's just not quite there for Daniel Wardrop at the moment. He's trying very hard. Maybe just needs to rein it in a touch.
Tough hole though, 7. I mean, he's got probably a 25-footer straight up the hill.
Gavin's just had to launch it over the gorse and then hope. A little look across to his playing partner to see if he can get a reaction.
Yeah, his fingers were crossed there. It was like, please tell me it was a good shot, please.
I think he's just said, dunno. Can't help you there, Daniel. Richard, birdie chance. Oh, that is very tidy.
Yeah, that's a great putt. Very good.
So Profit moves to 5 under. McKechnie to try and move to 9 under.
You'll be happy with 2 putts here. Fast, crusty, over the brow.
That's good, mate.
Yeah, very good. Look at that. Good camaraderie there. Daniel Wardrop telling him it was a good putt. That's what I'd like to see, Simon.
Yeah, this isn't far from where you placed yourself earlier today, John.
And I tell you what, he's played it bang on the way you need to. That really is. I mean, he's putting straight up. I mean, the pin's at the front. He couldn't leave it in a better place, apart from a foot from the hole, obviously.
Yeah, then Wardrop 7 under.
You're going to have to do something. Come on.
Oh, wow. And that was aggressive from Daniel Wardrop. He made his mind up, went for it, and it's paid off. He goes to 8 under. And I can tell you, McKechnie tapped him for par, so those two boys still head and head.
Yeah, fortune favours the brave on that one. That was going at least 6-7 feet past, and he rattled it in.
Bit of a sketchy hole for Gavins at 8, so we know what awaits Wardrop and McKechnie. Good drive here, so important, just to open up that green and give you the options that John was talking about.
He's got the long iron out. With Daniel's length, it'd be interesting to see where that is.
There we go.
And that is position A. Perfect.
Yeah, it'll be lovely to see how these two mentally joust against each other on the back nine. Look at that, fluid from McKechnie. He really is swinging well today.
Tell you what, that's coming in hot.
Oh, unlucky.
Ooh, I tell you what, I can still see the top of it. He's done well there. Looks like he'd be able to get driver to it if he needed.
John's not joking, by the way. Might have to fashion something from that lie. Now then, Richard Profit has settled into a nice rhythm at the turn.
Such an aggressive swing. Really rips into it. I like it a lot. We can hear it, how hard it is. Still able to stop it. That's marks of a good striker.
Now then, Gavin's already seen a good save from McKechnie today. And one from Gavin's as well. Well, you're allowed one in a round.
That's an amazing par. Come on, buddy, smile. That was a good par.
Here we go, McKechnie from this lie then. So tempting, isn't it, John, to just try and rip it, but you've got to be careful.
I mean, he's used to this stuff. Brought up on this. There's a bunker there. I fear he might be in it. Hopefully he's far enough back. He can just lob it up nicely and land it soft.
The door's open in more ways than one from Wardrop. Got a great view of the flag as well.
This is such a tough hole. Has he got the minerals to not look at the flag, aim down the left? Is he going to get away with it? No. In the bunker.
Dear me, well, they are following each other step by step. Birdie chance then for Profit. Deserves it, really, the way he's been playing at the moment. But unfortunately...
I tell you what, I think he thought he had that. He was going to bend back a little bit more, but didn't quite do it. Great pace on the putt as well. There we go, zip one in there. As you can see, Simon, it's so vital to land it on these greens. You miss it by a foot, you're going to get the big bounces.
Wardrop then to just try and fiddle one up here, if he can.
No.
Oh, come on.
Oh, my
Come
goodness.
on. Oh, beautiful.
I tell you what, back-to-back birdies on the toughest holes on the golf course, well, that is monumental. I mean, you're not going to see that all day today.
Great reward for the gallery following that final group as well. Oh, that is so unlucky from Daniel Gavinson.
Cruel, isn't it? Cruel world.
I love the reaction from the lad on the carry board. He's as fed up as Daniel is.
He was just about to get another number out then. Getting bored. It's not changing.
No, we've not had a tremendous amount of changes on the leaderboard. Roebuck for birdie.
That kid still can't change his board. He's gutted.
Tell you what though, the boys are getting closer now. Can Wardrop and McKechnie get away with it at 8?
Can he follow him in? Here we go.
Oh,
Can he? Oh, 2 sensational bunker shots there. Made it look very easy.
Oh, fantastic stuff from Wardrop and McKechnie, but it's Wardrop that steals the march and for the first time in this final round gets his nose in front, but there's still just a single shot in it. Those two clear of the rest of the field, but it's going to be tight. More to come after the break. Stay with us.